On the morning program, TVAI show host Craig Melvin makes a sly jab at Blake Shelton, the coach of The Voice. In the Today Show on Tuesday, Craig called Blake's retirement from The Voice a gimmick. Jim Legend, 44, a former coach on The Voice, was interviewed by NBC anchors Sheinelle Jones, 44, Dylan Dreyer, 41, and Craig, 43, on today's broadcast. Following their discussion of John's mishaps at the 2023 Oscar celebration, the hosts of Today Third Hour then shifted the topic to the singing reality competition, led by Sheinelle. Sheinelle started to clarify that she wanted to talk to Blake, even though she was aware that the EGOT winner was taking a break from current season of The Voice, especially considering that this will be the country music icon's final season, coaching the NBC program. John told the Today crew, "We truly enjoyed doing the show. It's been such a family experience for us, especially with Blake. Blake has been a part of The Voice for a very long time. He has been there from the beginning. It's crazy, we can't fathom The Voice without him. We're all going to regret his absence on the show. He says this is going to be his last season, so we wish him the best." Craig interrupted the A-lister before he could finish his speech and criticized Blake for leaving The Voice. "I think the whole thing might be a gimmick," Craig suggested to John and his incredulous co-hosts. When Sheinelle questioned him about what he meant, he went into more detail, saying he thought Blake was gonna pull a Tom Brady. John did not rule out the idea that Blake would come back for one more year, but he did stress how much the show would miss having him. Blake recently declared that following this upcoming season, he would no longer be a coach on the show. He just disclosed the true reason behind his departure from the show in an interview. He acknowledged that he had considered quitting the show for a few years during an interview on Today, but the Oklahoman observed that he stayed because he didn't want to leave everyone in a bind. He said to 49-year-old host Carson Daly, "I think I was close to calling it a day right when COVID hit on the program. And then I didn't want to leave the program and put everyone in a difficult situation due to COVID. This show truly altered my life. I intend to remain here until the world returns to a more normal state." Blake confided in Carson as well on how the show affected his life. He said, "I met my wife Gwen Stefani on this show. It's changed my life in every way it possibly can, from a personal standpoint." Blake is a stranger to The Voice's judging panel, but Chance and 29-year-old Niall Horan are new additions. Chance stated to NBC Insider, "I adore providing emerging artists with platforms, especially those who are seasoned professionals who just need the appropriate exposure. That's why I wanted to be a coach on The Voice. I desired to participate in the procedure. Kelly is certainly my biggest rival among the instructors because she is an experienced professional. She has won numerous times and people are drawn to her just because they are aware of her competitive background. She is really well known." Like Chance, Niall believes Kelly to be his greatest rival. "Kelly is definitely my biggest competition this year," said the former member of One Direction. "Our vocal preferences and musical interests are extremely similar. Yes, I believe she will pose a serious threat to me. However, you never know, I might prevail."